a good time. We're having a good time.
Yeah, we got to put that video up we took yesterday when we got to the beach.
Yeah, we just wanted to talk about how, Macy Gray, what she was talking about, how she was respecting what trans people were saying about, calling them whatever they want to be called, like, as far as gender pronoun is concerned, but
yeah.
She was saying something along the lines of, just because you want to, as a dude, if you want to call yourself a woman, she'll call you a woman, but that's not what makes you a woman, just because you say that you are one.
Right, she was saying, just because you change your parts, that does not mean that you're a woman.
I will say this, and everybody's gonna hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your parts doesn't make you a woman.
Right.
Sorry. I know that for a fact. Like, if you want me to call you a her, I will, because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman just because I call you a her and just because you got a surgery. And I don't think you should be called transphobic just because you don't agree with, there's a lot of, judgment and throwing, stones at people for just saying what it is, you know what I mean?
And what was I saying? I was saying, a lot of people probably gonna clap back at her, but hopefully a lot of people will support her and stand with her in the truth of our truth. And it's not that you're saying, hey, not to each his own. It's not saying that we don't love everybody, we don't respect everybody. But, like Myron Golden says a lot of times we don't like truth. And truth is just truth. Just no way around it, And, you came into this earth one way. And that's the way you came into the earth. That's the one thing right now that no one, that we've not been able to, that's the same thing that everybody has about them, is you come into this world either a boy or a girl. Now, yes, there are some things where it's, you may have both parts, but I think in those situations, isn't it where one is more dominant, or is it just that they have both?
No, they're just those situations are just outliers and have to be treated as such. I mean, you can't really.
Yeah, and I mean that's when the parents have to choose and things like that. But you came in the world. Majority of everybody came in the world either a boy or a girl. Now, how you decide to want to act or behave or do things outside of the order of how you were created, that's something different.
Yeah, well, I 1,000% agree with that, I think that we all deserve, human decency, and we all deserve, respect as far as that's concerned, and love as far as that's concerned. But just because you identify a certain way, right? It's fair if you say, hey, I want to be called ma'am. If a guy tells me he wants to be called ma'am, that's fair if that's what he wants for him. But what's also fair, if you're gonna respect me and what you should respect how I see the world too. If I have to respect how you see the world.
Right. So what if you don't want to call him ma'am?
Right. You should respect that, and then we should be able to part ways amicably.
Right. Part ways.
And be like, hey, we're not the people for each other.
We're on the same frequencies. Right.
We're not intended to hang out with one another.
Right. But I'm not trying to hurt you, harm you, endanger you, take away your choices, or whatever either though. Yeah.
I tell people this all the time. Like even with racist people and racism, I respect their right to feel however they want to feel about me. If that's how they feel, somebody say, hey, I don't like black people, cool. Cool. That's all I need to know. That way I know where to take myself. I know where to put myself. I know where to put you. And that's fair. There might be some things I don't want going on at my house. So hey, we can respect that. You stay at your house. You say, you don't want no black people coming. Fair enough. I ain't coming.
Right. And I mean, it is a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame.
It's a shame, but it is what it is. But yeah, and I think I think you had said, you were like, you know, or we were saying, like, in a sense, sometimes us women, we should feel some kind of way.
You should feel disrespected.
I should feel disrespected because,
you know, come to you at 30 years old and
you didn't want to say,
tell you, hey, I'm a woman now, and you need to respect me the same way, or respect me as a woman the same way that you have. Like, you haven't journeyed half the journey,
right? You know,
of what a quote unquote natural woman would have to would have to have endured. So that's where I was saying you should feel disrespected in that way.
Right.
But honestly, if it's a trans man, like let's say a girl decided she wanted to say that she was a man, I guess it's just like what you say. Maybe I wouldn't be disrespected. I wouldn't feel no kind of way about it. Really, I'd just be like, you know, okay, all right, well, I guess that's what you want to be.
And you know what? Now that you said that, though, I was reading an article in the sent you an email, and it was a very good one about when you begin to feel disrespected in your relationship, or just feeling disrespected. It's saying, you know, what they were trying to say was that when you feel disrespected, it's really something inside of you. You know, no one can disrespect you. It's like an internal thing.
Gotcha.
You know?
Yeah,
So,
I believe that for the most part. Yeah.
For the most part.
You know,
so I don't want to say I would feel disrespected.
You start people would say like the N-word and stuff like that, but it doesn't bother me none. It don't bother me none.
Because
not just because I got used to it, because it doesn't pertain to me. Whatever they're saying, whatever someone else is saying, does not mold who I am, or what I am. So it should be the same way. It should be the same way for anybody. You know, typically, you know, you see the LGBTQ and all of them communities, and a lot of times even the black community will be doing a lot of things where we're crying and complaining because somebody called us a mean name, or said something mean to us, or did something mean to us. But honestly, that position typically comes from a position of hurt that you have not overcame yet. So, you know, that's how I think about that particular situation.
Right. And that's why it's, so that's why I just said, you know, I wouldn't say I'd be disrespected, because truly, if they said, oh, I'm a woman now, I would probably look at them and be like, okay. You know, I live like, okay. You know, so it's almost like how we've said before, when there was other races saying they want to be our race, and we look and we're like, why would you want to go through the stuff that I've gone through?
I don't look at it like that. I look at it like this. It's just like if our kids come to us one day and they say, oh, I'm Spider-Man. I say, okay, you Spider-Man. Today you Spider-Man. Okay, got you. Right. That's more accurate.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's not disrespect, but I truly, wholeheartedly